Welcome back to the Olive Oil Critic, where we learn more about extra virgin olive oils every single day and learn how to integrate it into everyday life. This is one of my favorite things to do is sharing fresh extra virgin olive oils with you. So thank you for being here and for listening and learning along with me. Today, we are going to try a Novello. So Novello or Olio Nuovo, there's many different words for it, but all of them mean fresh oil. And this box from Vignoli contains a clear bottle, which is why it's in a box. We always shy away from clear bottles because of photo oxidation. But goodness, the color of this oil is just so vibrant. I can see why they did not want to just hide it away inside a dark colored glass bottle. So a box is crucial. And this oil was harvested at the end of September. So it is fresh, 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 and an extremely early harvest. And beyond that, it is 100% Ogliarola olives from Puglia. So this beautiful oil, the lid on there, is Ogliarola. And again, Olio Nuovo, which is the first of the season, the very freshest oil that you can have. And in many cases, the purpose or intention is to showcase what this season, what this campaign will look like when you produce an olio nuovo. And it also is a wonderful way of just enjoying the first fruits of the season. The other thing that's interesting with olio nuovo is that typically it is not filtered or racked. And so it will often contain pulp. It will be an unfiltered oil. This oil is quite clear, but often you'll find them very cloudy. The reason for that is that it needs to be consumed quickly and fresh. So you're sacrificing volume, you're sacrificing yield for quality in this circumstance, but you also really want to get that fresh, fresh, fresh flavor. And that often comes by not filtering or racking your oil. But Olio Nuovo traditionally is an unfiltered product and needs to be consumed within 3 to 4 months. So that sediment and that extra that extra sediment will ferment and cause defects in your oil. So it doesn't have the same shelf life that a filtered oil does. So just be really conscious of consuming your oil quickly, especially if it has Novello or Olio Nuovo on the bottle. That said, let's get to tasting. I'm so excited to try this oil and all that it has to offer. Oh, so grassy. Fresh cut grass. It's very, very herbaceous. And oh, the intensity of that is wonderful. At least a 4 intensity on the nose. It is very much an aromatic oil. Green almond, absolutely there. A hint of apple peel, but again, it's a very nutty oil. Green almond is very present and it's very grassy, very herbaceous. Smells like you're walking through an olive grove, which is lovely. Let's taste it and see what it's like. Oh, it's so vibrant. Goodness. You've got notes of green tea. There's lots of herbaceousness there. Thyme, tarragon, oregano, some rosemary, lots and lots of herbaceousness. You've got endive, radicchio. Those bitter green salad greens are very present on the sides of your palate. And then this beautiful green peppercorn finish on the back. The nuttiness stays chewy on the tongue, even as the oil continues to linger down the back of your palate. This is well rounded, it's well balanced, it is very vibrant, very present oil, definitely a medium to robust in its intensity and its harmony and just how it shows up on the palate. This oil would be beautiful for a caprese salad. Thinking about fresh tomatoes, mozzarella cheese to temper that pepperiness a little bit, add a squeeze of lemon to just make it even more rich and creamy on the palate. Enhancing those creamy notes would be delightful. This oil with just a squeeze of lemon on fresh tomatoes and a caprese salad. Thinking about more fall flavors, this would be delicious on a butternut squash soup or sweet potato soup. I would love to use this oil just as a finish or a drizzle on top. You could also saute your onions because it does have that present flavor that would infuse all the way through, and then adding it as a glug on top at the end would be delicious. The other thing I would love to use this oil for is pork because of, again, how herbaceous and nutty is. You could use it for pork chops, searing pork tenderloin, using it in an apple and herb sauce to be able to put on top. It would be delicious in a glaze as well, to serve alongside pork. So there's lots and lots of versatility with this oil, but goodness, it would be hard to not just drink it and enjoy it on salads every day. It is so beautiful. The color is beautiful, even though that has no bearing on the quality. We know that it's still hard to not love on the color of this oil. And then of course, the flavor matches it. It is a beautiful, well-rounded example of Ogliarola and how it shows up, especially in this Nuovo limited edition format. This is a very low yield, very, very high volume of olives, low amount of oil coming out of them that is an extremely high quality, and that is evident in the glass. So I hope you enjoy this Olio Nuovo and this Novello from Vignoli Foods.